Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Welsh Esports League Week 2. Tonight it is Bonfire Night, however, we've still got some Valorant to show you. I'm Lendoff, and I'm joined here by...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Lendoff, for the introduction. Mad Dante coming at you for the WL6. Yeah, Week 2, as you said. Very exciting times. So we've got the bans and everything all done. Lendo, how are we looking for it?
I'm quite excited, to be honest. I'm quite excited. We've got some exciting games today. Today we are covering the... is it the Pirates, I believe? This is
the Pirates and the Ponies. So basically
there we go.
The kind of I think at this point now, kind of the WEL superstars. They always seem to go against each other in some degree, usually in every game. So very much a lot of hopefully friendly competition between them. But if it gets toxic, I wouldn't even be that surprised. Whenever you've built up a rivalry so long, you have to start kind of bringing the mental into it. So would not be surprised to see a little bit more mental warfare as well.
Yeah, you know, back in my ancient days of Well 1 and Well 2, the Pirates were always the top doggers up there. I remember playing the Pirates. It was probably one of my last games, and it wasn't very close. The Pirates always just have a super sane roster, so I'm quite excited to see the ex-winners of last Well go up against them. Maybe, who knows, they'll bring up some sort of fight this time. We'll see. However, the Pit Ponies were the winners of last year, so, you know, they still got to defend that crown. They did defend it last week against some pretty good games and good names, I should say. Some good names on that team. But, you know, we'll have to see how it goes.
No, we will indeed. So speaking of the last week as well, just we'll probably get the brackets and stuff up for you a second, but just how it went. So we did have, let me just get that checked just to make sure. So it was Ponies and Red Kites. That was 13-1 to the Ponies. Very solid performance there. Again, commiserations to the Red Kites, I'm sure. Maybe bring it back for the next time if, should we see them again. And then game 2 was the Rejects versus the Wolfhounds. I believe, Lendo, you were telling me the very interesting stats. So how did that game go, and what did that mean for WEL?
Wow, it was really, really fun and close game of a nice little 13-0. I believe we're talking about the right game.
Yeah,
no,
I was scared for a minute. I was like, duh. I panicked for a minute there. Yeah, I was concerned. I was like, no, not at all.
No, it was a 13-0 on the side of the. Oh, blimey! But you know.
I think it was on the side. Let me just I'll get it pulled up just for a sec. So the Wolfhounds, I believe that was 13-0 to them, and yeah, it was.
You know, we're getting them out now while we can. We're getting them out now.
Yeah, no, I mean, surgery is probably the way to say it. Whenever, you know, again, you're such a decorated team, you've played so consistently together, you're going to have those executes, you're going to have those plays. So we will be jumping actually now. So it is Pirates versus the Ponies, and it will be on Haven. Ponies are going to be starting us off on attack, and then Pirates are going to be on the defense. So Haven been with us since the start. There's not really too much more that I think can be said about Haven. If you pull out some wackier comps, then there's a bit more to say, but it's quite like Ascent, where we'll be seeing the same kind of setups, we'll be seeing the same kind of roster. Sadly, Vise was not strong enough to kind of usurp Cypher. It would have been... Yeah, no way. I mean, Cypher is
Where did Vise come from?
Who? New agent? New agent? Oh, no, have I spoiled it? Oh, no. Oh, that was for next week. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a new agent. Her name's Vise. She has a couple of interesting thorn mechanics and everything. Oh, it'll be... When she gets added to the game, oh, boy. Oh, it'll be wild, won't it just? Yeah.
Bloody, all these Vises out here, man. We'll see what the agent picks are now. I did see a hover of ISO. I'm getting quite excited, but it's KYCA, so it's definitely not going to be ISO. It looks like he's going breach. However, on the side of the Pirates, we've got Killjoy along with a Sova. Classic good pick. Oh, a Neon is interesting. That's a very good pick for this map. With this Neon comp, and especially if they are going to go for that Sova, they're going to have to work around this map extremely slow. They're going to have to play out for that info. Since, you know... Depending... Oh, no. Don't do it, Porridge. He's hovering the ISO. That's never a good sign.
You're getting teased. You want the ISO pick.
Oh, just... No. No. Porridge, no. Oh, my God. Guess I'm just lying to everyone today. Looks like I'm not gonna have a slow
remember
comp.
I said if you pick wackier things, we get stuff to say. This is wackier things. This is going to is shaping up to be a game. So it looks like the locks are coming in entirely for the side of the Pirates. Very convinced of their plan. And yeah, Porridge on that ISO.
Who put Porridge on ISO, bro? Whose idea was that? And looks like we might have some technical difficulty straight from the bat, as one of the players have just put down in the chat that they have a DC, so we might come back to the full cam. Yet the game has been cancelled. However, if Porridge is on ISO, it is over. Now, without any biases, it's Porridge. He can come down to it. To be honest, ISO is a good pick on this map, especially with combined with a Yoru. If you have a ISO in Yoru, I didn't say if you have a Porridge in Yoru, but if you have an ISO in Yoru, they are very good to work together. Since you can kind of play that aggressive comp. We saw a lot of teams in VCT play it. For example, Fnatic played a lot of ISO Yoru, especially on Haven, where they absolutely stomped nearly every single time they played that. No biases, by the way. I'm just saying, since I'm not a Fnatic enjoyer. That team's
No, definitely not. At no point would we have ever. I don't believe anyone in chat, anyone here, anyone in the production studio. I don't believe anyone has ever thought that Lendo is, by any way, a Fnatic enjoyer. Just as he centers himself more in the camera and not to block anything else.
No.
But I know, like jumping into it, as you said, kind of one of the things that is quite interesting as well. And I do want to go back to the Neon pick just for a second, because Neon's really interesting, because obviously, typically you would see Neon on the larger maps because our entire kit's based around her movement, our entire kit's based around her speed. But there is also kind of a quite a consistent way of, like, the smaller the map gets, she actually comes back to being really solid, because she can get from point A to point C so quickly in a same kind of way that Yoru can. Obviously, Yoru, I'd say probably a bit more technical, just because with the removal of the slide, now having full accuracy, there's a little bit less technicality to Neon and more just, if you're better with a gun, you win. Whereas Yoru still does have to have a bit more of a setup kind of period, so it's very much kind of down to whether you're more mechanic or more technical, I think, as to what justifies, as you said, between the Yoru and the Neon. And of course, in the highest caliber, you'll always be seeing the more kind of technical, because, well, shooting people in the head is second nature to anyone in Fnatic, I'd imagine.
Yeah, when you have just such a crazy character like Neon, who, to be fair, when she came out, wasn't really utilized that well. I would like to see more Neon. She was used a lot on Fracture. Fracture was such a good Neon map. I really, enjoyed it. You'd have the A-Rush where you just put that wall up and Neon would go diving straight in. Combine that with a Breach stun and you have yourself a Neon and Breach birthday cake. However, apart from that, you don't really have a lot nowadays, and you got lots of these characters that they're making. A lot of people spending time on these characters, and you're barely getting any playtime with these agents. So it's really good that Riot is deciding to change some of the features and change some of the characters, try and change up that meta and changing up the map. For example, we were speaking about Sunset before we came on cam here, and Sunset has some pretty big changes if you have been out the loop or living under a rock. Sunset now has a bit of a change. So basically, if on the B site, it'd just be B main spam simulator, they've changed it now so you can't really plant there, and you have to kind of play on site, and it makes it far more interesting, and I'm quite excited to see it myself when it comes into play for some of these big teams, for example Fnatic, to play it and see how it goes.
No, exactly. And to anyone, to try and kind of illustrate, in case you haven't seen the changes and you're maybe a bit curious, but you don't have Twitter or whatever, kind of good to go. The biggest thing is B-Site's basically been completely changed. So B-Site now has a big dent in it. So like the big tower in the middle where you can actually plant. So you're safe from market now. The big thing is as well, so if you were attacking and going from B main into the site, there'd be that box on the left where Cypher would just universally put the tripwire, and it could not be broken, and you had to commit util to it, and if the Cypher was good, you were crying, and you were furious. That box no longer exists. You can actually push through that now, basically, without having to commit an entire... Yeah, without having to commit the entire kitchen sink. So yeah, I'm with you on that, Lendoff. Like, really excited to get back into it. But for the meantime, we're not going to be getting back into it. We are going to be getting into Haven and look at these comps. A little bit of a change up, I think, from what we'd seen, but not too much. So yeah, very, very exciting stuff to see.
Yeah, we got Porridge on ISO. I'm trying my best to not look at that.
You're not going to leave that alone.
I know the guy, and I don't know why he's on ISO. You don't know what he's doing there, so I'm just going to put my cam over that so I don't see that. And now we got some good comms. Oversight on the Pit Ponies, we've got the Neon, Omen, Sober, Breach, and Cypher. Whereas on the Pirates, we've got the Omen, Killjoy, Sober, ISO, and Jet, which is quite exciting. And the defending first is going to be quite important to have a lot of aggressive plays. I would run a bit of a different comp here. I'd like to combine it with the Yoru, like I was saying earlier,
Yeah.
and have that Cypher, because that Cypher cam can provide a lot of value. You know, universally, he can go anywhere if he wants to lurk without having the util turn off. For example, like Killjoy, if you go out of distance, it turns off, unfortunately, or Chambers Trip. But, you know, the ponies on the other side have that idea. They've brought out the Cypher. Like I said, more than one agent to pick, but Riot needs to change some characters because Cypher and Killjoy have always been the meta. So I'm quite excited to see that. Apart from Chamber, obviously, but, you know, he's in the ground now.
I mean, yeah, rest in peace, Chamber. I think I've made my feelings on. I think most of us have made our feelings on Chamber very clear. And it is nice that he is in a good spot right now, and particularly, actually, again, if Cypher were to maybe just be changed around slightly, we'd probably see Chamber in quite a lot of the maps like Sunset. We actually probably would see him on Haven as well, which would be great. Just because the trademark would be enough to cover mid, whereas of course you've got the Headhunter and stuff to kind of cover that longer sight line. Same with the C site if you decide to play it that way. So you do have quite a bit of options there. But yeah, when all of those, when I think it's a Sentinel, I believe is the class that's going to get added whenever Cypher and Killjoy get nerfed. Oh, we're in for a treat when that does happen. But right now we're going to be jumping in. As we said, it is going to be, let me just double check and confirm that, Pirates on defense, Ponies on attack, and it's going to be quite a wild ride. Any expectations or predictions, Lendoff, to start us off, or?
To be honest, with the Ponies on attack, I'm expecting an LJPH classic. He's probably just going to run it down on a site, either A or C. He likes to open up his attacks quite aggressive. Normally in pistol rounds, with my experience of playing against him, the pistol round was always just, you know, he has a plan. He already knows what he's going to do for the pistol round, regardless of what comp you're running. So he's probably already got a plan of where they're going to go. However, it might be a DC, if we can get a tab real quick. I think their Cypher has disconnected. However, you know, looking at this setup now, I can tell you that we've got nothing on the mid, so that the Pirates here are going to play a complete retake for B. We've got ISO Killjoy on A, we got 2 in Garage, and we've got a Lone Omen sitting on C.
Very, honestly, quite interesting. I mean, I think typically, I wouldn't know the stats exactly, but very typically we do see, you know, kind of the A push as standard on pistol round. It's quite rare to see B just because it can, you know, for the little bit of util that you do have access to, the defenders, you know, do usually very much enjoy just kind of retaking that, usually for free. Having Yodlar over on that A site, quite interesting, particularly as well, just having, it'll just be Omen just sitting there on their own trying to fight it back just at the moment. So yeah, Vexel gonna have to do quite a lot if it does decide to be a C push, so we'll have to wait and see, as I think it looks like everyone is still dancing around. I think it's Mudeng who we have lost, and yeah, it seems Mudeng's getting a... Yep, there he is. He's got the entire team around him trying to shoot him back online, and we'll have to see if that works. Oh, a little summoning circle is being made. That's actually awesome.
The pre-game ritual trying to get Mudeng online. If he drops 30 now, it's not cheats, he's just been summoned.
Yeah, he has been locked in almost forcibly by the ponies, in fact, to show up indeed. And we've seen Mudeng do quite a bit of work on the Cypher. We've seen both, you know, in terms of kind of in and off the stream. So if anything, I think the Pirates are maybe going excellent to kind of lose the Cypher as well. Does mean if we do end up running 4v5, to be honest, actually, Lendoff, maybe you can tell us, because I'm not sure what the circumstances would be for this, but if we do end up running 4v5, losing your Cypher and your Sentinel on attack Haven, that's rough.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just trying to catch up with what the players has been said in chat. It looks like we might have Mudeng play on Data. Shout out my boy. Trying to play on that Data, it's going to be a hell of a game. Depends where he's located. It could be really good Data, but you know, here in the Welsh side, the Welsh nice countryside, the Data can be quite a significant drop, especially in gameplay. That Welsh Data is just not your friend sometimes. However, it looks like they've not really changed. Oh, I'm so sorry. What were you about to say?
No, it's fine. I was just going to say, all of a sudden you've got Mudeng on Neon as well from the side, from the Pirates' perspective. Just
yeah,
the amount of glitching around, just all of a sudden Cypher's swinging at about 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Literally. But they've changed their plan. They're now pushing mid. They've just gotten an extra timeout pretty much. They got a white flag. Yodler over here is surrendering. They're all just coming to mid. So I believe they might have changed the plan. I feel like this is something either Porridge or Vexel would have cooked up. But if they decide to go aggressive mid, and we can see that the overgrown Pina over there is sat, just waiting outside that C site.
I do like the message of how long do we have for the timeout before we have to commit to the 4v5. So it looks like the 4v5 commit is happening, which massive respect. That does seem like, because obviously we do want to see ponies and pirates. We said before, kind of while we were waiting to get into the game, a historic run of fights and encounters between them. So to have it kind of go down, and 4v5 is a bit of a shame, but to be honest, if anything, and this is no disrespect to Mudang, but I feel like the ponies would see 4v5 as, oh, okay, if we win this in a 4v5, we're the GOATs.
Yeah, quite literally. Shout out to No Goats. Those guys were the real ones. But if they win a 4v5 here, 4v5 here, excuse my language, it will be quite the first time in Welsh Esports League history that a team has gone down. Well, live on stream anyway. I heard that it's not the first time we've had a 4v5 here, but at the end of the day, it is bonfire night. Perhaps a bonfire has hit like his Wi-Fi router or something, so maybe he's just having some technical issues.
I like it's not a firework, it's the bonfire itself.
Wait, no, the firework.
Someone has threw a bonfire at this man's router through the window. Just an entire assortment of pallets stacked about 40 feet high just burst through his window. It's like that meme, when Ralph gets thrown through the window in Simpsons, but it's just a full bonfire.
I meant firework.
That's what I'm imagining right now. And to be honest, we have just had a message from production, so you know what? We're going to leave you with that thought of the bonfire coming through Mudang's window, because I don't think we're going to top that. We are going to just throw to a little break just while we do get the router sorted out, and while all the pallets, I think, get taken off of Mudang's router. So until then, hopefully it should be quite a quick resolution, and then we should be right back. So ladies and gentlemen, please do not go anywhere, and apologies for the delay.
Welcome back. Sorry for the technical delay. However, they have decided to continue in a 4v5. The Ponies with 4 players and the Pirates with 5. So if the Pirates somehow lose this, wow.
Oh, they will never hear the end of it, is exactly what will happen. Any time the Pirates try to do anything, they will be reminded of the time they lost a 4 versus 5. So the Ponies have lost Mudeng. Their Cypher is gone. That also does mean now the flanking capabilities for the Pirates have just skyrocketed. We're going to have to be seeing likelihood very fast plays from them, which we are now seeing from the side of Overgrown. The Neon movement is absolutely clean. KYCA, though, at the very least able to get one. The right click not going to be enough to save Porridge as he does fall. Unfortunately, it does seem, Lando, you're correct on the call.
Why is he on ISO? Oh, the retake now.
That's the only question that's been asked for the last 5-10 minutes.
I forgot I changed my... the retake now in favour. It's not even in favour. It's an equal retake. Never mind. It does seem that the retake is just going to go straight towards the Pirates. Wow, again. And, you know, Mr. Rye Demons going now to grab the free kill on Mudeng, making it official, as he should DC from the match. Never mind, he's still here since it's a custom. However, he is now officially gone, apparently in the game files, but that was a close... To be fair, the fact I'm saying it's a close first round is insane.
Well, it's not what we expected. It really, I don't think had anyone predicted the outcome of that round, I would have questioned either your ability. Oh no. Oh no.
What? Porridge? No way. Wait, that's actually insane. Medante, bro. What's up when you joined the lobby, bro? Nah, it's Porridge, bro. He turned them on after whiffing. Come on now. What was that? Ladies and gentlemen,
is this another first? Is this another? Have we done 2 firsts 2 consecutive weeks?
A cheater has been detected in... That is what in... Wow. Who was that, I wonder?
It would be really awkward if it was our obs. Of all the people who get caught cheating and it's our obs. I doubt it. I'm just saying that in jest. Yeah. Huh. Well.
Who's cheating? Who's cheating?
Who's... Someone own up, or else the rest of the class... someone's going to have to own up, or the rest of the class are staying after the bell, I think is kind of...
If someone's not owning up.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting right now, you know. If one person's not going to be pie, everyone... That's... Huh.
If someone's not owning up, I'm going straight to Porridge, bro.
You said the vendetta against Porridge. I respect it. I really do. I love it.
Respect it.
I love it. Yeah, absolutely. Just, you know what? Enjoy.
Flame
you know
Porridge, bro.
If he's cheating, then yeah, sure, why not?
That is insane.
Maybe
it's a glitch.
I don't mean to speak for you in case maybe, but that's the first time it's ever happened to me on cast, and the fact that it happened live is...
Me too.
Huh.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who this could be. But, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I am unsure where we go from here. If the mystical gods of producers could speak, is that a disqualification towards the team that got detected? Or maybe it was a glitch? But wow. That is insane. Holy moly.
Just to say, we're not gonna really say anything right now, but there is currently a theory kind of circulating as to, you know, maybe what was the cause of it, and it does kind of make sense just based off it. We're not going to say anything obviously right now. We will wait for the more official channels to go through, but yeah, wild, just wacky.
Perhaps it was a glitch. I'm leaning towards the glitch. To be honest.
Yeah, that it does seem like that. But while we do kind of work it out, it looks like we are going to be throwing it back to another break. So, ladies and gentlemen, while we do get this mystery solved, please do not go anywhere. But we will be back with an update as soon as we have one for you. Please just bear it with us, and apologies once again.
See, get what has just happened to us. However, it's another thing to have a anti-cheat detected. However, we are back. Luckily, there was no cheaters, as I've confirmed by some players and people in lobby. However, the pit ponies have decided to continue this as a 4v5. I'm quite excited for this. What about you?
Yeah, Lendov, I'm very excited to see how this turns out. So we have discussed it. So we've lost, just for anyone who's maybe a bit less familiar with the setups and such. So ponies have lost. Mudang seems to just be a router thing. So we're going to obviously just kind of get that chased up. But for the meantime, they are confident enough to make it a 5 versus 4 on their side, which is going to be a bit rough. You've got a very aggressive comp with a Neon who now have lost their Cypher. So your flank watch is all very much gone. On Haven as well, where map control is so relevant. Yeah, this is going to be a hell of an uphill struggle for the ponies, but if they make it work, then that's just all the more impressive.
Well, as we can see, we're having a live season. Oh my goodness, it was... If only Overgrown Peanut got that. However, it is now a 5v3 to the side of the Pirates, and picks are coming in with Egner taking down Porridge and Vexel taking the KYC. However, Egner is making his statement, taking on 2, making it a 2v3. However, he's on a slither of health.
And that's the scary thing now. You've got the post plant. Look at all this space. Look at this just being taken. They are being snapped upon now. The timing is going to be so important for LJ. Hides in the smoke. It's really smart. The right click going to do quite a bit of damage. Hiding in the cloudburst there. Koju's actually going to fall down. Nearly gets picked up by Yola as well. Egnar so close, and honestly, I mean, that was a lot sharper than that was a lot closer than I think both teams would have been expecting it to be. Very impressively done from the ponies to do that 45, but just barely caught out by the Pirates.
Yeah, coming back to that, I actually thought that, maybe Egner might have just digged deep and just grabbed it in. However, he's still got 3 big picks. LJ got his, and now it is down to a anti-eco for the side of the Pirates. To be honest, the fact that it was even as close as that, just like the first round, I'm quite scared for the full buys, to be honest. The full buys are going to be quite scary.
If Egnar continues that way, I mean, LJ had something. Overgrown had very much the Overgrown very much just had the theory, as you said. Peanut just couldn't, unfortunately, land the shots just quite the way they would have liked. And now I really like this split. Koju essentially shutting it down. Though KYCA is good for 1. Yola will of course then trade it back out, and the other split is now on C site. It's only gonna be Vexel on that site, working around the sonar dart, working around the paranoia, gets quite a bit of damage. Gonna throw their own paranoia. Egnar's gonna dodge it. The tap from LJP Hedge is gonna come through. Doesn't matter. Vexel able to get the classic shots landed. A much faster and a much more dominant second round for the side of the Pirates.
Yeah, that was to be expected. The weapon, not only is there a man disadvantage there, however, the weapon disadvantage is just not what you want to see. However, full buy against a bonus 4v5. Hopefully, we can get some sort of better turnout for this, because at the end of the day, they have the better weapons. They are a man down, but they are looking at Spectres, Sheriffs in one bundle, held by Porridge, so I guess it doesn't count.
I really, just for Porridge's mental, I really hope he proves you wrong. It would just also be hilarious for the sake of the entertainment, for the sake of the content. It would be very interesting. So we'll have to see how it goes. Of course, now what we should be seeing from the Pirates and what we are is just very, solid defense. There's no need to over-aggress. There's no need. You've got the gun disadvantage. Yes, you do have the man advantage, but the only thing you should be doing with that is keeping and maintaining space, which we are seeing. We are seeing Riot Demons, keeping the garage, seeing Vexel just keeping over on that C site, and then that 2-man stack actually to rotate onto B, leaving just Yodla on that A site on their own with the Killjoy util still alive, and it looks to be Pirates, or Ponies, going to be pushing into that A site. Peanut leading us in.
Yodla now getting found by Egner. However, it's a trade. KYCA is going to be taken down by the Killjoy util. However, Koju now is going to be sat up there, chilling in heaven, seeing if they can find any picks. The ISO Vulnerable comes down to Egner. It's a 3v4 retake. Dash down into sight. Overgrown Peanut knows he's there. Taking some shots to the Sheriff, but isn't going to find the mark. LP Riding was for the trade. Porridge finds LJ. However, Vexel takes down Egner and makes it a converted bonus.
Yeah, I must say, whatever, if the ponies are able to get back, whether Mudang does load back in, or Egner's just able to lock in that bit more, but Egner seems on point right now. Egner seems warmed up. Egner seems really ready to try and take this. So, not going to be free for the Pirates, it doesn't look like it. You know, Vexel and Egner are actually going toe-to-toe. It's just, of course, Yola does seem to be the kind of pivot point for the Pirates and why those rounds have been lining up the way they've had. I mean, again, Yola even actually able to trade himself off of the Killjoy nades, so which is quite a rare thing to see. But yeah, that Killjoy setup on A does seem that the ponies have realised that the Killjoy setup's on A, and we can see the picks and everything. We can see those the cursors go through and the tags. This is going to be a full C site push. The Hunter's Fury and everything comes through. Overgrown, powers of clairvoyance. Egner follows him up as well. Beautiful stuff. It's now Porridge to try and finally prove my co-caster wrong, and he's good for a few. LJP finally shutting him down 2 versus 2 in the retake, and again, the ponies are managing to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, I was actually quite impressed there. That was going on for something. But the plan's coming down. LJ is going to get his ult online. Probably not going to use it in this retake, though. However, Koju and Killjoy walking up slowly. Finding one. Oh, just a nice little flick to find the second. Taking him down, making it a 4-0 to the side of the Pirates.
All praise the wise mystical tree. Koju, yeah, very, very solid and just very ready on that extra additional shot there. Egner, for the first time so far we've seen, just caught a little bit unawares. They're not expecting LJPH to fall just the way he did and just not expecting that angle to be gotten by Koju. So yeah, because of it, a beautiful retake from the two of them, and now 4-0 for the Pirates versus the Ponies. From the Shadows alive and online for the side of LJ, we're going to be seeing the Palpatine from Peanut, and that's just what I call it, and I will just always call it the Palpatine until Neon is eventually never played anymore, which I imagine we'll get around to, and Just A from the Shadows to match up with Vexel. So the ult's starting to come online. Rye Demons very much on that Odin grind. It makes sense, just keep that guard control, absolutely terrify the Ponies into pushing, but it's going to be an A-site commit yet again.
Yeah, all these ults that are coming online, they have the Omen ult online. They are close to quite a few. I did see that we nearly have the Ice ult from the side of the Pirates. We nearly have the Breach ult from the side of the Pit Ponies. It's getting close now, however, you know, they're just expecting things that they're not sure if it's been cancelled, so they are just pinging there. However, Porridge is going to find LJPH as Porridge has just found his way into short. However, unfortunately, traded out by Overgrown Peanut. The slide out, you know, that's a really unfortunate, but KYCA is making a stand on site. 1v2 now. Can he find the remaining players? But unfortunately, the spam through the smoke is going to take him down. And that's going to be 5-0 towards the Pirates. However, not bad. The thing is, though, you look at this scoreboard, right? You look at this scoreboard and you see 5-0. It looks like they're getting absolutely demolished. But these rounds are coming to the wire. They're coming so close.
Which is just a point to the Pit Pony, you know, in the Pit Pony's perspective. Apology, the fireworks are actually going mental outside my house. We are trying to detonate the sky. I hope you cannot hear that. But happy bonfire night to everyone, I guess, just while we are here. But yeah, as you said, Lendoth, I mean, the fact that you are a man down, you've lost Mudang, your Cypher on Haven, you know, I've pointed out a few times, that is absolutely incredible that the Ponies are making any of this work. They're able to put a few rounds in, honestly. You know, defense is going to be tough, but it's not impossible. All you need to do is just play probably just, you know, a bit more aggressive off of that Neon pick. Rydem is trying to get that spray through, not going to find Egner, and yeah, just happily splitting up. Playing default when you're a man down is very, like, that's a level of confidence, to be honest, we don't see from many teams.
No, it's quite ambitious, but, you know, if I'm on the side of the Pirates now, I'm trying to clear at least one of them down, especially being a man down on a 3-bomb site. All the defenders have to do here is just clear out one of them, and it just makes the threat down to 2-bomb sites where they can put 2 people and making it a 2v4. However, the flash is going to come through from the side of the Pit Ponies. However, the picks are going in favor of the Pit Ponies. They're finding 2 on site here, whereas the Pirates have only found 1. Porridge has just been dipped by the Overgrown Peanut. Oh, no. And now it is a 2v3 retake. Breach ult online. Jet Knives is available if they need it. Neon, the setup is looking quite good on site. They're expecting Lord to come out of CT. The jet smoke comes down. The spray. LGPH taking in, not even LGPH, but he is going to take down Killjoy. And that is the point on the board for the Pit Ponies. Maybe if we got to see that ISO ult, we might have seen some sort of whiff. But wow, that was all down to the ISO ult. And Overgrown Peanut just stepping in the boots where Agner normally does and just putting it down for the team.
Yeah, incredible stuff. And I mean, to put a point on the board, I mean, again, at no point here, and again, like, bringing back to kind of what you said, Lendoth, earlier about like how close these rounds are. Ponies are getting on the site, just basically not for free, I'd say. There is a little bit of contesting, but they are so confident on these executes. They're very committed with each other. They're playing off of each other incredibly smoothly. It's just the Pirates are abusing the numbers advantage very well, as they should. Koju especially abusing the numbers advantage off of that Blade Storm all the way over onto LJBH. That might have been through the smoke. Beautiful if it was. Porridge, oh no, getting a bit overconfident, trying to swing up through that short, and KY absolutely ready for them. The overdrive being immediately shut down. Gorgeous shooting, the flash will come through. KY whiffs a little bit, able to pick it up, but Vexel now swinging back off of him. And now Egner, if there's one person you want alive in a 2 versus 1, the tap's going to come through. This is who you want to see.
Yeah, Egner now has to get the bomb down, but also is trying to bait out a kill. However, I'm not sure he realizes that they know that he's only there just close to Rye Demons. However, is he aware of the Koju flank? He knows that he is aware there. He knows that something could be happening, and it all is now quiet on the A bomb site. He's tagged. The whiff. He now knows where both of them are. He knows that it's 2 1v1s. It's isolated. It's perfect for him. But Rye Demons is going to take him down. No chance in heck is he going to give him that. To be honest, I thought that was very doable. He knew exactly where both were. He could have closed that out. If he got the ISOs, well, not ISO, but the isolations, then he would have been fine.
I do like shortening the isolation to ISOs, but unfortunately cannot be used this because then Porridge will be brought up a lot more than well, you, Lendon, you seem to be bringing him up every conversation.
Hey, it's been 5 rounds.
I'm gonna encourage. No, I'm encouraging. I'm encouraging. At no point am I criticizing that. I think it's hilarious.
He is 4 and 5. I don't know.
A bit harsh, but again, entertaining, and it's funny, and it's content. Yeah, no, I mean, Lender just not really noticing that the cross had already came through from Rye Demons by the time he had, he was doing that quite a tight swing, and instead, oh my days, Pit Ponies actually killing each other. If anyone's going to get frags on the Ponies, it's going to be other members of the Ponies, but now look at that, trading out 2 for the price of 0. All of a sudden, 3 versus 4, the Rolling Thunder online for the side of KYCA. The paranoia now coming through from Vexel, but there's going to be no swing off of it. Just trying to see if there's any collapse from the Ponies, but when they're that confident, definitely no collapse, and this angle's being held beautifully. Oh my days!
Yeah, I don't know. Porridge stood in a one-way. But it was quite a good round. It was a good round. The breach shot is online from the side of the Pit Ponies. However, I'm looking forward to see where they do this. If they could read this. Now, I know the IGL on the side of the Pirates is either going to be between Vexel or it's going to be between Porridge. So I know they're going to have this in the back of their heads. They are going to be aware that this could be a possibility. So I know for one thing that they might have a read of some sort. However, the setup is changing. They've decided to change the anchor on C to Porridge. So the C site now is pretty much free. I need to stop.
I didn't listen to a single word you said. I have no clue. I hope it was accurate because I'm not going to be able to check it or to confirm or deny any statement that was just made. But yeah, you're going to maybe choke me to death before as well, and then all of a sudden, not only are we a man down for the side of the Ponies, we'll be a caster down on the side of the desk. So, but for the meantime, the Ponies are just jumping through. They've got the econ. They know that. Yeah, Peanut, no hesitation, no concerns or panics. A full A site control. The Hunter's Fury is going to be popped. Does actually prevent LJ from trying to get that plant down. And the Hunters. Oh, it's a beautiful shadow step from the side of LJ to stay alive and get this plant now down. But again, quite a few ultimates online, so we'll have to see how this retake goes.
They're sliding out now. Overgrown Peanut trying to get that spray transfer. However, Porridge is somehow good for 1, taking down the Neon, making it a 3v3 on the retake. Breach ult is no longer online. It's been used. Porridge taking 2 down. Never mind. I guess he's making a statement for this retake. Will he find the third? Egner v Porridge. Shield comes down. Unfortunately, LJPH is right behind him. He had no idea. Koju dropping down from heaven. He's stuck under hell. Can he even do anything out of this? Swinging around, trying to find one. Bomb sticking away. He has to find something here. Egner is just going to tease him and Todd him, and he is taken down for the round.
Oh my days. All of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, with just 1 or 2 changes, with Peanut getting a little bit more. I mean, we'd seen, I want to jump back to basically, I think it was either round 1 or 2 where we'd seen Peanut with the swing, but just not quite with the aim. Peanut's warmed up now. If it was a tough nut to crack beforehand, Peanut is absolutely growing off the scale. 12 and 7 being followed up beautifully by Egner. I mean, if you make this 6-6, to be honest, again, if you're the Pirates, yes, obviously speaking, this is leaning towards your favor, but every round the ponies get on you is one extra little trash talk that they get to say for free. And Lendoth, you know what? You do the honors. Who have the Pirates just lost?
Porridge is already dead, not even 20 seconds into the round, but they're making their way down into the B side with the Killjoy. Wow, what a shot from Bexel. I've never seen him do that in his life. What the heck? Beautiful shot from Bexel. I do want to say, I've played on a team with most of these guys. Do not think I'm just being a bit of a silly goose. Overgrown Peanut, appreciating the nice shot in that window, though. However, Koju is going to take him down. LJPH, he's just going to walk out for free, taking down KYCA. 2v2 now. The buy is in the favor towards the Pit Ponies. It's a 2v2. The rounds equal. Tag now. Bexel has an Ares. Maybe a bit of a downgrade. But in this situation, what can you do? The blind's going to come down, but Yodiha is just going to be spray transferred by Egner, and that is going to go down. Just got to say, that was crazy. We got another Porridge ult online now. We got another Killjoy ult. Well, I say another. We still got the Killjoy ult. The buy is not looking too great. However, it looks like he is just going to buy up, grab that bundle, and I think he's going to use his ISO ult. So if the Observer can make sure we get the cam here, I want to see this personally. Don't know about you.
There's waking up and choosing violence, and then there is waking up already violent, and absolutely the second option has been picked, and I am adoring every minute of it. So for anyone that doesn't know the extra dimension as well, from Porridge, yes, he currently doesn't have any shields at all. The arena, the deathmatch arena, as kind of colloquially refer to it as, does give the shields. It does put everyone on a completely even advantage. Speaking of putting everyone on an even advantage, the ponies completely losing theirs as a frag from Riot Demons does come through and put down. Currently, I wouldn't say the carry, but the star player of Peanut, even if it is, even if Peanut is being enabled quite a lot by the other members of the ponies, which is absolutely the case. We do not want to kind of put anyone else down, but incredible stuff to get that frag as early as they can. And now the ponies have to get onto the C site, which they have done basically for free, but there's still a hell of a retake.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Come on! Oh, JPH versus Porridge. Shields up now. No!
Oh
my
God.
LJPH just killed
Right,
Porridge.
Riot Demons has no clue. LJPH has no clue. LJPH has just realised that Riot Demons had completely walked past him. No clue how that happened. I think that must have been from the extra dimensional. That's incredible. The fight through the smokes. It's wild. It's wacky. And the ponies somehow walk away with that again.
Porridge.
What is happening? This is ludicrous.
This is absolute. This is more than. I don't even know what bigger word than ludicrous. That's too fancy for me in the first place. What just happened? How is Riot Demons on site? This. I'm crossing my legs for this one. Holy moly! What in the world? It's a close round. I mean, from a castle standpoint, very good round from the side of the Pit Ponies. Close round. A lot of ults online, you know, just a few away from the breach hole. It is about to switch half. This is an attacker-sided map. I am going to argue it's an attacker-sided map with the 3 bomb sites. So being a 4v5, you know, you're not going to always have the 4v5 anyway. You're always going to have 4v3s or 4v2s or 4v1s. So I guess that is fair. However, they have just faked a lot of presence on A, but it does look like they're aware to this. No one's budging. They're sitting outside of C. And here comes Yodeler. Jump spot. Is going to get it. The Killjoy online. He's pulled out the Spectre, but it's just insta put down by a really fair and balanced agent.
That's unfortunate, I want to say, and it is something. If Porridge is getting bullied, and Yola, I'm sorry, just because you did die with the ultimate, which is just the the unforgivable sin of Valorant is kind of losing the half to your with your ultimate still online. So that's absolutely massive for the ponies. This retake now gets a lot harder, particularly when you've got the refrags off of KYC and LJBH. Beautiful TP to rejoin the team now. 2 versus 3. The Hunter's Fury's going to pop down, try and get something. Doesn't matter when the shots are coming through like that. Riot Demons just trying to dodge between the Hunter's Fury. I do like the early use of it just to keep the control rather than waiting for the post-plant scenario. And yep, LJBH following it up, and 6-6. This is a scoreline I don't think anyone was expecting.
I'm lost for words, literally. Like, this is... To be fair, LJPH, he's a very good caller. He's very, cool, calm, collected, very in the moment. He's not really seen... To be honest, I already forgot the name. Mudeng was even here, you know? It was almost as if they signed up to this tournament as a 4v5. That's how confident they're looking right now.
As they should. I mean, that's incredible stuff. Unfortunately, now, as you said, and jumping back to what you did say, Lendoth, you know, Haven is attacker-sided, and it's one thing when you have 5 players, it's another when you have 4, and very much does seem to have been identified by the ponies just to do a 4-man aggressive push onto A. It's going to be a 3-man take onto for the Pirates onto the C site, so even if this aggressive push does work out, which with the amount of util being used, it definitely should, you then have to play the 4 versus 4 retake on that C site without a fair share of your utility. Unfortunately, again, Lendoth, who have we lost in the process of this C site being taken?
We've lost Porridge. That's my go right there. KYCA, they already know that the plan's coming down on C. They had a duelist lurking, but, you know, to forgive that, I suppose. Just got now, they got the info, they already knew that, so they could just walk into C because they saw a lot of presence. They saw the Omen, they heard the Neon Slide, and now they have no... Right, this is very interesting from the side of the Pirates. They're deciding to play off the site, even though the Omen is still alive. Very, very good now for the Pit Ponies here, because all they need to do is just smoke off that main and they can go for a TP. However, Vexel is making a statement on site, taking that beautiful. It technically was about to be an ace. Was technically, but unfortunately, Yodeler will just take him down.
Oh my days, that's... Okay. I mean, yeah, very close again. All of a sudden, now potentially seeing, Vexel deciding to try and make a name for himself as well. Again, very solid work from the ponies there. You know, the defensive play very incredible. But yeah, Pirates, as you said, you know, very happy just to leave Vexel on the site, and particularly if you're going to be landing shots like that with a classic, then yeah, I'd be happy to leave Vexel on site. So now, with the econ advantage, the numbers advantage, the map side advantage, this is... Ponies are very much looking up. This is no longer up a hill. This is up a mountain. Or 3.
Yeah, you know, especially being on an attacker-sided map, having that, you know, one... In the back of your mind, you got to know that one side is going to be weak. If you can poke and prod and find out where everyone's playing... How did Overgrown Peanut get there? Okay, my fault. I didn't even look at the map. I was just looking at the utility usage. But it turns out that the flank was coming up and they've managed to get a free one. And it does seem that they had a stinger. They might have forced into this. That's how confident the ponies are right now. You know, when you come against one of the best teams in the league, you best not miss.
Oh my days, taking it to heart. Peanut, though, doing quite a decent bit of work with that stinger. Koju having to try and find something, and does with the help of Porridge as well. Beautiful stuff. Almost something there from the ponies. And again, something that we do have to point out, we're going to have to be seeing these quite aggressive, almost ridiculous plays from Peanut. Any gap that they can find in the Pirates, they're going to have to exploit to the utmost ability. Killjoy basically is your, you know, guaranteed flank watch, but again, if that turret is slightly out of range, and the difference between Killjoy and Cypher, those tripwires have no range, don't care about the distance, don't care about anything, whereas the turret will eventually deactivate, same with the alarm bot. So if Peanut can work around this utility, which we've seen them very much do, along with a follow-up through mid, which unfortunately is not going to work out the same way it did last time, and immediately shuts the ponies down. Yeah, these rounds are going to come through thick and fast as the ponies just try and make something happen.
Yeah, this round being very close already. 2 people from the Pit Ponies are going to be taken down. They did have a heavy little buy into that last round. So, you know, you got a little LGPH on the flank. You got Egner sat in spawn. He's been tagged. He's 1 HP. Ride Demons has laid him up. However, LGPH is going to be discovered by Koju, as they just had an inch that maybe someone could be there, and Ride Demons is just going to swing full confident, knew he was weak, knew there was tags, and just takes him down. Beautiful, nice little round from the Pirates, I can confidently say. That was very, very well played. From all ends and parties, including Porridge.
Yeah, there we go. Now it's not cyberbullying. Now it's coaching.
Now it's coaching. Yeah, of course.
Now it's coaching. But yeah, incredibly summarized indeed. And what we will be likely seeing, just for the ponies to try and make something work at this point, the economy, not really going to be the relevant factor. If you're going to win these rounds, it's not due to the guns. It's going to just be down to the plays, down to the executes, down to the kind of bigger and kind of wackier shenanigans there, or just better team play and coordination, which we've absolutely seen the ponies capable of. you know, the Pirates have not been having these rounds easy. You know, even the attacks, even the defense. Beautiful arrow from Egner to shut down what is one of the strongest single pieces of utility in the game for what it can do. And it's one of the strongest single players in the team is Egner with a beautiful 3K. And that's the type of stuff I was talking about there. Vexel having to run away. The TP's enough to buy him an extra couple seconds on this planet, but LJPH will send him on to the afterlife. A beautiful hold from the ponies.
Yeah, you know, they made their presence known. They came down, they took it, they TP'd, and they were punished. You know, they had the judge waiting on site, some beautiful shots coming around. It's just unfortunate. Maybe, you know, you are in a 4v5, you can work the map. It's very, I would definitely try and get to work the map more. All you have to do is just freeze, you know, try and figure out, okay, we know Breach is stunning on A, we know that they're smoking A. Maybe that's a big presence in A. If the smoke's delayed, okay, then Omen's definitely not on A, otherwise that would have been instant. You know, little stuff like that that can really easily tell. For example, this smoke was delayed, which instantly could tell you that, okay, maybe Omen isn't playing A. Some ults coming online, they do have the Vexel ult, they do have the Silver ult on the side of the Pit Ponies too to delay a push. However, LJPH is looking shock, to be honest. Shock.
Oh no. Oh, speaking of a shock, that's going to be a brutal shock for Koju. At least going to get traded out there through that spray in the smoke. But now, quite a bit of information found out. Again, 3 versus 3. The ponies have done a hell of a job going for like kind of 2 for 1 on these picks. So very well done for them in that regard. And now, a decent bit of control, as you had mentioned. Gonna be kind of giving up. The ponies still playing this very defensive side. Does make sense. You do not want to be losing any further players, particularly when you do have the Hunter's Fury from the side of Egner versus the From the Shadows, which, let's face it, probably still the worst ultimate in the game. But Vexel gonna try and get something with it. Probably not aware that there is a neon in the form of Overgrown Peanut right above his head. Doesn't actually know that he's in the site with all 3 members of the ponies, but the ponies may not know where he is exactly. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, Vexel's just been taken down. However, the plant is coming down. They did sell the fake. They knew there was 3 people there. They managed to get all 3, and now they are playing off-site. Good thing is they do not have a Omen to smoke the bomb. This is looking very nice with the nanos on bomb. They have a shock dart. They have a lot of util, drone,
so much
dart.
util.
This is very nice. This is actually looking pretty lovely. As long as they can get some picks, hopefully not to go overextend. They're instantly lighting at that bomb site up, though. Yeah, shock dart comes down. Nanos are gone. Beautiful tag. They know it's 3. Ride Demon is trying to take him down. However, Killjoy is trying to come through down the garage. The bomb is going to start to be defused. He takes 1, goes to the spray transfer. Unfortunately, misses, but Egner and Overgrown Peanut, you know, that star power duo is going to take him down, and it's going to be a nice little round win for the side of the Pit Ponies.
No, very nice. I do want to point that out because what Yola had done there, I really like the theory behind it, but unfortunately, just with that space being the way it is, and with Egner and Peanut being, you know, online, and yeah, you know what, absolutely take that time out, make the Pirates, you know, a little bit more scared, make them kind of, you know, reflect on that loss, you know, keep that momentum on your side, just make sure, you know, the mental is kind of there. We are seeing the econ not as great for the Pirates as they'd maybe like, so again, we might actually be seeing the ponies now equalize this up to 9-9. Again, just jumping back to the previous point I was making, when you haven't seen Yodeler kind of swing off Ride Demons the way you had done, very quickly Egner and Peanut both were aware, okay, Killjoy's they're not playing together, so where is Yodeler most likely to be? And exactly correct, they were there. So if Yodeler had just been a bit sharper on that kind of rotate, or just played it a bit faster, maybe would have been able to catch the ponies out. So again, plan in theory, excellent. Execution just a little bit slow to catch the ponies, unfortunately for them. So now with that, the ponies are absolutely, you know, they're looking pretty damn ready to make this 9-9.
Yeah, if this becomes 9-9, that's gonna, you know, you're taking that time out to get some thoughts brought up. However, if this is 9-9, this is going to be really good. You're going to have them on the ropes now to try and close this out. On the side, what do you do for the side of the Pirates? To be honest, you are not that far from a Parajolt and another Jet Knives if it comes to that. Looks like what we be seeing. The operator, not even going to give him the chance, is going to get tagged. Beautiful shot from LJPH, TPing away, trying to get out. However, you know, KYCA there is there to cover him. Neon Wall comes in. They know there's a lot of people here. It looks like they're going to commit to the site anyway, but it is an equal fight, a 4v4 with the bomb going down. If Ride Demons can find a pick here, you know, to get that ult orb, it might be a really easy post plan, especially if if that smoke comes down, then you can still find out with the nice ability of being seen through the wall. Stun comes down, the retake is going to be apparent. LJPH taking down Riot Demons. Unfortunately, we'll not be seeing that, but LJPH is just making a statement. Takes down 3 people. Holy.
And just like that, we're on to 9-9. And this is, yeah, I mean, the utility usage, the ability usage, the executes based off of it from the ponies is nothing basically short of flawless. It's very difficult for the Pirates to keep the space once they've got it. The ponies just have that additional little kind of layer, and I mean, when you look at that, I mean, we were giving love to Egner, and I do want to, just because KYCA is the only name we haven't kind of explicitly said yet, but with 8 assists kind of tying up with LJBH, we have, the aftershock there, getting the kill in the last round is absolutely pivotal, followed up by all the stuns that we have seen. So by all means, every single member of Ponies, of course, having to show up in a 4v5, because you may be able to lose one player, but if you don't have anyone performing else and you're only down to 3, no way are you taking any rounds.
No, you can't afford taking any rounds here. Being the Pirates, all you gotta do is just figure out what's going on. They know that the Omen's on A. Maybe they're still gonna go into this. Oh, Porridge just sat in mid.
Sounds so disappointed in him.
No, don't be silly, don't be silly. He knows. Oh, he knows. They might have a stun. The flash comes out. Porridge whiffs. Nice shot from Porridge. Can vulnerable this. Maybe take him to 1v1 if he's feeling confident. The flash comes down. KYCA might swing into him, but he knows. And Porridge has managed to sell this fake. He's going to walk out of garage. Egner is going to Porridge. However, it's too late. The Pirates are already on site. It's a 4v3. They have no good ult here. Oh, be careful. Never mind. The op is being held from that nice little link, but he's going to try and solo clear it with an op. He knows that he's going to be up there, but his Vexel going to be ready for the task. Whiffs coming from both sides. Blind. Could have been used on the side, but is just going to go for it. Just walking down. All he needs is a good right click. Unfortunately, is not going to be seen today. Vexel with a nice kill. Kojo also missed knives. However, KYCA is going to bite the dust, but we're not going to miss that one as Egner joins the rest of the team, and it becomes a 10-9.
If you're the Pirates, you must be breathing a bit of a sigh of relief, because all of a sudden it really looked like the Ponies were just going to start taking that and running with it. There was very much not too much you can do. One thing now I would like to point out, just in terms of what Porridge can do. So we've mentioned about the ultimates and stuff like that. One of the things that I was really hoping we'd see more of from the ISO wall, and in a 4v5 we should absolutely see it be more impactful in that regards. It doesn't look like we will this time, as the Pirates are happy to let Porridge kind of play that A site on his own. But taking someone into the deathmatch arena, again, completely eliminates their ability to protect the site, to protect the angles. Even if you lose the deathmatch, you're still taking a decent bit of space away from your opponents, and that is something Porridge is able to do. And instead deciding to take Vexel into his own little realm, and finds him because he is aware of the lack of guns for the site. But that's why that can be so risky.
Yeah, precisely as you were saying it, the op is going to be recovered. However, I'm happy. Porridge is now 1 for 1 with his ult. Oh, 1 for 2, sorry. So that's always a good one. He's evened up. I love to see it. But it's just, how can we bring this forward? Swinging around. Breach ult is going to come into play. They have no cloud burst. Stuns coming in, and they're just going to trap these people on site, and Vexel is not going to have anywhere to go. LJPH was taken down in that ISO wall, but the team said, it's all good. We don't need your smokes. We have a KYCA breach ult, and it's going to take it down to make it 10-10. Equalized back up, and the buys not looking very good for the side of the Pirates.
And you've got LJP on that op, and it's quite uncommon to see an Omen op, but I mean, we are seeing exactly why LJ has been trusted with it. Some beautiful shots have been coming out, and again, the Pirates are kind of struggling, because like the initial attack, Ponies just always seem to. It feels like the Ponies are almost playing with a jet in their capacity to kind of get one pick and not allow any ability of a refrag, because just every time the Pirates seem to try it, they're just unable to, and we'll probably see it here exactly like that. Peanut able to just blow out the shield, blow off Porridge's head, and then get out, and all of a sudden that 5v4 doesn't matter. 4v4 equalized, 10-10, minute 20, and 2 ultimates, one side apiece. But I think the Hunter's Fury slightly better than the From the Shadows, I must say.
Yeah, to be honest, this is a good. Oh, unfortunately. Oh, Egner. He's been star all game. It's okay. He's been a star the entire game. It does not matter. Unfortunately, though, that is going to be a big biter for the side of the Pit Ponies. But now it's a 4v2 in a retake.
Oh, that's... I mean, you're completely correct. Egner has been a star this whole time, but if you needed any kind of picks to come off there, that would have been absolutely pivotal. Unless the ponies, unless Vexel, or unless, sorry, LJP or and KYC can do something absolutely stunning here. Yeah, they're going to have to just keep that op safe. They're going to try and sell that the push is still happening with a bit of util. LJP trying to hold that C flank in case there is anyone. Of course, we know no one going to be there. Everyone just on that A site as now the Pirates go up 11. The ultimates looking quite strong for them, and the ponies actually going to be struggling a little bit on this economy because of it. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say, if there was ever a time to say that there was going to be a close game, it was not at the start of this.
No. To be honest, I already knew it was going to be close with a certain person on their team. However, we're past that now. We're past that phase. We're in the next half. Next round. So I'm quite looking forward to this. They saved the op, which is quite huge. They can still buy. It's only 1 round difference. If they can bring this into overtime, God knows how it's overtime. But it's going to be quite exciting. And on the side of the Pirates, though, if you're looking from that perspective, you're quite worried. You're like, we're going to have to start getting some stuff done.
It is quite concerning. And speaking of getting stuff done, Peanut just refuses to care about Porridge's shield in a way that I am feeling bad for Porridge, because that is meant to protect you just entirely from 1 bullet, and Peanut has not seemed to have cared once about that additional bullet needing to put Porridge down. Happy to give you a 2 for the price of 1 in that regard. The Silva drone just being caught out there in the smoke. Peanut with the information, KY with the flash. A beautiful turn, doesn't matter. The refrag though still good. LJP still ready for Rye Demons all the way over on that C site there. Incredible awareness, incredible discipline to just stick there without moving a single inch. And now again, Pirates with the man disadvantage. This is gonna be tough.
They have to find something here, but Egner is holding the angle, can see the cross, just walked right past the crosshair, but it's okay because now the info and the cavalry should be arriving as KYCA is already on the site, but it just leaves little old LJPH to question. Cloudburst comes in, the stun is going to cancel this. They have 30 seconds, they have to make a choice here. KYCA is going to find the spray in the smoke. 1v3. Unfortunately, the whisk's going to come through. 11-11. Egner is going to take down Koju. And to be honest, he's been hitting some nice shots all game. That was very doable. All of these situations, very doable.
Oh, and yeah, if you want situations to be doable, that's quite I don't want to say that is quite telling. I think, Pirates and Ponies are both kind of teams that will use all the resources given to them. So this isn't necessarily indicative of kind of panic or concern. But again, you're given the timeout, you're given time to freeze the game for a little bit. Should always take advantage of it, unless you are just kind of going 13-0, which this is by all means not the case. It has been incredibly, close, blow for blow, kind of shot for shot, basically, for both these teams. So incredible stuff from them, and it will be interesting to see what the Pirates are kind of thinking. We've got the Hunter's Fury, the Lockdown versus just and the From the Shadows just versus the Ponies, kind of the Ditto and the From the Shadows, and then the Overclock for the Neon. So plenty of stuff to work with for the Pirates in terms of taking this space, but we've seen how quickly Ponies can just take it right back, so we will have to see what the plan is. If there's any just additional small workarounds the Pirates do make to try and get these sites and to take it to 12-11 and hopefully for them avoid that overtime.
There's a lot of pings on the map coming from these sides now. I'm quite looking forward to see what the plan is here. It seems that in that timeout they have developed a plan. It looks like we're going to have a lonesome Porridge. Oh, it looks like it's a read. They know that they're going to be doing something. They know they're going to have a plan, so they're going to have a Neon push right down to C. However, it's only Porridge holding it down, so maybe they just push it down. Porridge gets the info. They know that it's push C. Instantly going to just change his mind and go to A. That's a very nice call. Good info from Porridge there. And A is just going to be walked down. But do they expect little old Egner to be sat in this corner with the judge? The TP from LGPH is going to be there, but is he going to clear this? Oh, he's seen him. The judge barrel just sticks out, taking him down. The blind from heaven. No blind for the retake now from LGPH. That is quite shocking. I thought he was going to TP that. I thought he was going to do an LGPH special. But the overgrown Peanut with the old... Oh, my.
Oh.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Really good stuff. And, yeah, excellent stuff really solid control there from the Pirates. And yeah, as you said, it was quite a decent read from the Ponies. Unfortunately, just Porridge was the only one really committed to that C site. And what, you had mentioned it, the immediate read off of, well, if there's a breach and there's a Neon rushing it down C, there are only 2 people on the rest of this map. So we'll run to that A site. Koju, very solid awareness there to still check out that sewers, was the only person playing off of it had they not cleared that angle. Egno would have just, taken that and ran with it. So very intelligently played. And now match point for the Pirates if you're the Ponies. Very aggressive A push to try and get something, to try and prevent the man advantage. 3 ultimates and man advantage for the Pirates. This is going to be really tough for the Ponies, but not impossible.
It seems that the Pirates are all stacking C, where they have a solo yodeler now just walking down mid. They're reading this and taking that site down, making the bomb come down with that huge... I thought they were all going to just sit on site and maybe play post-plant, but it looks like that they know what they're doing. They're pushing up now. RGPH finding yodeler, though. Porridge is going to be taking down the trade. Ride Demons finding Overgrown Peanut. These are some nice kills you're going to want. 3v3 now. Vexel. Oh, Egner. Does he expect that? Oh, Vexel takes him down. It's a 3v2. This is very good for the... 3v1. If KYCA had a plan, now is the time. However, the Pirates are going to take this one. 13-11. First of all, very well played to the side of the Pit Ponies. It's getting 11 rounds in a 4v5. It seems that timeout really did, shape things up for the rest of the momentum during that game. But wow, what a game we just had.
Yeah, I'm still in recovery from some of those experiences that we've seen. Shout out to every single player on both teams, because damn, that is impressive work. Unfortunately, for them, I mean, who's to say what would have happened had Ponies had a 5th player? Whenever you bring Haven of all maps, I think really the only one you kind of struggle with more would be Lotus. Breeze is a bit open, so as long as you've got a gunner, not really, too much there. But yeah. To take 11 rounds on Haven man down when it's your Sentinel as well is absolutely incredible stuff. Of course, Pirates took it. Doesn't matter at the end of the day. Win is a win. So congratulations to them. But yeah, highlight of the match. Lendoth, you got any in particular that jump out immediately?
I'm trying my best not to say Porridge, but probably the Porridge whiff in the ISO ult. That was pretty fun to watch, but that was actually a very good match. I actually enjoyed that. The Pit Ponies showing the resilience. I knew that their team, I knew it was doable for them. Like, even though I said at the game, they have a disadvantage, I knew they could do it. They're a very good team. Andrew or Overgrown Peanut is just a phenomenal player. His shots are sometimes just crazy. LGPH, his calls are always crazy. Mudang, if they were there present, would have been nice to have some of his lurks, because the lurks are crazy. It's just a good team, but the Pirates are going to take this down, and they might have just avoided it with a 13-11. However, they didn't go down easily, that's for sure. They did not go down silent. They took it, they brought it away, and they ran away with it.
No, they absolutely did, and that was crazy. And I'm sure at some points there'll maybe a little bit of concern of, oh no, maybe this isn't quite going the way we did have it planned. Yeah, just a little bit of nerves. I was getting nervous for them, so I can only imagine, just a teeny bit. Tiny yeah, bit. For the meantime, I believe we are just going to have one game this night as well. I don't believe we are getting a second one. If someone from the production team yells at me in a moment, I will rephrase that. But for my knowledge, I do believe that is going to be us. So is there any really final words, Lendoth, before we send this off?
Thank you very much for watching. Discretion, I'm not actually a mean person. They're all good people friends. Just wanted to make that clear for anyone who is new. Just, sorry Porridge, love you really, but thank you very much. I've been Lendoth. I've had Medante with us. And I said it for him. Bloody.
You have indeed. You have indeed. Yep. And you know what? Not going to reiterate what's already been said. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. And we will be back next week, same time, for hopefully as wacky shenanigans as that. I kind of doubt it, but you know what? It would be a hell of a thing to see. So
full professionalism.
Hope to see you next week.